Hey everyone, welcome back to Collecting Nolan. This is Russ, and it's that time of the week where we look at the top selling Nolan Ryan cards on eBay. So let's go ahead and get started. Honorable mentions. There are two honorable mentions this week. The first is a 2024 Topps Finest 1993 Prototypes Black Refractor in the PSA Gem Mint 10 that sold for $685. I'm including this card because I think it's really awesome. 2024 Topps Finest was a 300 card set and was a tiered set where the first 100 cards were commons, the second group of 100 cards were considered uncommons, and the third group of 100 cards were considered rare. One uncommon card was included in every pack, while rare cards were in every third pack. Nolan had two cards in this set. This card is the What If Black Refractor numbered to 10. The second honorable mention is the 2025 Topps Series 1 number T90-80 Nolan Ryan no name on front variation in a BGS 9.5 that reportedly sold for $999.99. I could not verify that this card actually sold. The no name on front variation is a tribute to the famous 1990 Topps Frank Thomas rookie card no name on front air card, which is one of the most sought after air cards ever. There are 50 1990 themed no-name cards in the 2025 Topps series, with each card being numbered to 35. Number 10 is the 1971 Topps number 513 and an SGC 7.5 that sold for $695. This card is beautiful. The black border is solid, the centering is almost perfect, and the colors are bright. There are 84 SGC 7.5s in existence with only 89 cards graded higher. No recent sales of an SGC 7.5 could be found for comparison. One sold in January of 2024 for $1,050. Number 9 is the 2024 Topps Chrome Legend 1 of 1 black printing plate in a PSA Authentic for the plate and 10 for the auto that sold for $699.99. 2024 Topps Chrome had 300 cards in the set. There are 38 different players that had 1 of 1 Legend printing plates available. There are 4 colors available for the printing plates of each player. Number 8 is the 1972 Topps number 595 and a PSA 8 that sold for $760. Nolan's first card with the Angels ranks number 8 this week, and it's a pretty sharp card. This is also one of my favorites from the 70s. There are 1,321 PSA 8 graded copies of this card out in the wild with only 367 cards graded higher. This sale is the highest sale recently of this card. Previous sales of PSA 8 copies of this card have ranged from $586.23, which occurred in March of this year, to $711, which happened in April of this year. Number 7 is the 2017 Topps Heritage Real 1 Dual Auto with Jacob deGrom and Nolan Ryan in a BGS 9.5 and 10 for the auto that sold for $800. 217 Topps Heritage was a 725 card set distributed in 24 pack hobby boxes. Each pack had 9 cards and contained an autograph or a relic. Nolan Ryan had 31 cards in this set, including his 5-card highlight subset with its autograph variants. The Real 1 dual autographs are hand numbered to 25. On top of this one with Jacob deGrom, Nolan had a dual Real 1's auto with Johnny Bench and Noah Syndergaard. Number 6 is the 1991 Upper Deck number SP2, A Day to Remember, Ricky Henderson and Nolan Ryan, dual autograph and inscription in a PSA 9 and 10 for the auto that sold for $898.88. There are only 13 similar cards with 7 grade higher in the PSA database. A similar card sold 2 weeks ago for $910, while another sold in February of this year for $909.69. Number 5 is the 1969 Topps number 533 and a PSA 7 that sold for $999.99. There are 1,600 PSA 7 cards out there and 1,268 cards rated higher. Recent sales of a PSA 7 graded copy of a 1969 Topps have ranged from $850 to $1,350. Number 4 is the 1968 Milton Bradley, Jerry Koosman, and Nolan Ryan rookie card with a Nolan auto and 3 inscriptions that sold for $1,060. Although this card has a wrinkle in the bottom left-hand corner, I think it still has great eye appeal and is a good example of a Milton Bradley rookie card. It has the printing defect in the T and stars at the top that every Milton Bradley has, as well as a white line going down the right side. Nolan charges $75 for his autograph and $75 per inscription through his foundation, so $300 in total were spent on this signature combo. The card is probably a $400 to $600 card in my opinion, in the shape that it's in, so that's not a bad return for a card in total. Not that I would ever sell it. Number 3 is the 1975 Topps in a PSA 8.5 that sold for $1,250. This is a beautiful example of one of my favorite cards from the 1970s. The 1975 Topps is notoriously known to be difficult to get centered, and they usually have some sort of printing defect, such as fisheyes in the sky behind Nolan. This card is particularly sharp with no print defects seen here, and it's only slightly off center left to right. The back is also in great shape. There are 52 PSA 8.5s in the PSA database with only 92 cards graded higher. This is a low price for this card. Although not many sales of a PSA 8.5 have popped up, one sold last month on eBay for $1,641.16. So this was quite the steal. Number 2 is the 1990 Donruss Blue-White Test Issue Nolan Ryan and Ozzie Guillen in an SGC Authentic that sold for $1,576.32. You know, when it comes to Nolan Ryan playing days cards, I consider myself pretty knowledgeable. I thought I have at least seen a picture example of every card. I thought wrong. I have never seen this card before in my life, and to my knowledge, it is not on the TCDB website, nor is it on any PSA checklist. I love these kind of cards. Of course, there are no previous sales of this card. All I know is that I want it. And finally, number 1 is the 1968 Topps Jerry Koosman and Nolan Ryan rookie card in a BGS 8 that sold for $4,000. As in most weeks, the rookie card reigns supreme. However, we do not have BGS graded examples very often at the top. As described, this card is pretty awesome, and it's pretty well centered with sharp corners and edges all around. What a beautiful card. I do not have access to how many BGS 8s of this card are out there, and I'm not sure if that information exists. The last BGS 8 of this card sold in April of this year for $4,300 on eBay. Before that, one sold on Fanatics Collect fixed price marketplace for $4,100 in January of this year. There was a rookie card that reportedly sold for $10,000 this past week, but I did not include it because I could not verify the sell. But guys, that ends this episode of eBay sales. I hope you liked it. Please let me know what you think of the cards, and I'll see you at the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.